Okay, we are live again. It's the end of the week. It's Friday, November 27th. You know, the day after Thanksgiving. In my black and white era days, there was no such thing as Black Friday. So now it's Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. So this is ODE Mastery. It is the online community of teachers collaborating with teachers on Facebook to ascend the value ladder. This is the day after you got all stuffed and ate all that delicious good stuff, saved a little bit of money so that you can go out today and do one of two things: either spend your money or invest it in yourself, in your future. So we just got off of a nice live with my mentor, affiliate marketing mentor, coach. One of the coolest people I've ever met, young guy. And wow. If you're not going to invest or spend your money on Black Friday, invest it in yourself. So today we're going to talk about strategies online teachers have during COVID-19, okay? And this is important because, all week I've been talking about, the 5-minute webinar. And I'm going to break it down to you, right? So, running your online educational niche business and being all in is what dreams are made of. And everybody talks about the American dream and the global dream and whatever country's dream you're in. This week I started out with, on Monday, episode 39, the online teacher, the 5-minute webinar, setting it up for today, because today was the webinar. It just happened, a few minutes ago, online. It was live on Facebook. It was live on Zoom for those who jumped in there. And, the whole thing is that if you want to start your own online digital business, all right, you are your own digital product, understanding how to do that organically, which means that you're broke, you're going to be doing the hard work, no paid ads, you're going to build up relationships. That's what it's all about. This ain't about the old way of doing things, man. The brick and mortar mentality is not here, and the spammy, scammy way of doing things is definitely not here either. You got to build relationships, which means you got to get known, you got to get liked, and you got to earn your trust with the new people that you actually and genuinely should want to get to know, and build that community so that when you offer your digital product or service or affiliation, they'll actually be interested in buying from you, and that's what it comes down to, because you're always going to have consumers, you're always going to have, sellers. So if you're selling something that resonates, that vibes, that benefits somebody, that solves a problem for your niche audience as an educator, they're going to buy from you. And that's what we talked about on Monday. And then on Tuesday, episode 40, I talked about the fears of online teachers. How do you use that fear as a superpower? Because it's a little scary, to think that you're going online, you're going to create a business, and then with little money, no money, we've been taught to think, you got to incorporate, you got to do this, you got to get all these permissions. The only permission you need is from Facebook to create or change your current profile and optimize it, so that you can start branding yourself digitally and start solving problems based on your educational experience and academic achievements. If you could do that, happily, it's going to happen for you. 6 figures is a no-brainer, okay? What is not easy is having to really dedicate the time to building up with that community and, doing the attraction marketing, lead magnet, optimizing your page. I talk a lot about that because I provide you those free assets. You didn't pay for them, I did. So because I paid for them, I'm giving them to you for free. I've shown you in the previous videos. And I'm not going to go deep into that because I've already explained this. But I will say this, okay, my community, online digital education, mastery community, I provide you with a free workshop, okay, that'll explain these things. I provide you 4 modules, 16 lessons, 16 videos, and a lot of PDF workbooks for free to get you acclimated, get you in the mindset, get you in the game, okay? no charge. And then from there, look, when you're ready to invest a little bit more in you and pay for it, you're just going to have to do it. That's what's called scaling your business. If you're not sure what that means, you got to start reading the books and getting your mind right. But the hardest part, which is the fun part, is building relationships genuinely with people that are going to be your future customers. 7 billion people on the planet, all right? All you need to do is attract 100 students on your educational niche to earn 6 figures. I talk a lot about that. On Wednesday, I talked about the obstacles of online teachers. Okay, episode 41. And that was pretty cool because, look, we got fears, right? We use that as a superpower. But we along the way, as we're polishing that road, to success or whatever, we have obstacles. And what's the first thing that we do? We procrastinate. We say, oh, a brick wall. What the fudge? What do I do? Well, you know what you do? You do one of two things. You try to find out how you're going to get around that. Over, under, around, not through it. But see, that's procrastination right there, because now you got to stop your goal. You got to learn something new, how to do this. And then what happens is you deviate on a different path, and then you forget about your goal. So I talk about the who. It's not about the how, it's about the who. Who do you know that's going to help you get past that? Well, when you get involved as your own digital product, okay, you start to meet quality people, highly ethical people, like people in my community, people in my mentor community, people in the ClickFunnels community. That in itself already, you have 1 million plus, 1 million 2, 1 million 3 plus, okay, people who are highly ethical, and a lot of them are, they really are, who are willing to help you with information. They're the who. You tell them, anybody in my community, my mentors community, or the ClickFunnels community, hey, listen, I got this obstacle. How can I get around it? They're going to say, this is how you do it. Or maybe they'll surprise you, and 100 people will tell you, this is how I did it. So as long as you're growing and learning people and meeting and building relationships with good people in the community, they're going to help you. That's the whole point of collaboration. We don't compete. If you compete in my community, I kick you out. I don't want you here. You want to be toxic, you want to have that old mentality, I got to win the gold medal. You know what? Go someplace else, man. Don't come here, because I'm going to kick you out. And deservingly so. We collaborate to ascend the value ladder and show you how to make 6 figures, okay, in collaboration, not in competition. And then yesterday, okay, Turkey Day, episode 42, I talked about the one trait that successful online teachers, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, teacherpreneurs, mompreneurs. If you are a person that you are innovative and you're creating your online presence, your online brand, you all have one thing in common, and that's your trait. This trait is called taking action. Believe it or not, verify what I'm telling you, okay, that it's written all over the place, all right? The one thing that all 6-figure, 7-figure, 8-figure people have in common, okay, other than other things, is that they take action. Okay, when in doubt, whip it out. If you wanna stop, pause, and think about shit, okay, then go ahead. That's just time passing you by, all right, in slow-mo, all right? But if you take action, all right, imperfect action, which means you go ahead and you jump on it, you start doing whatever you gotta do. Doesn't have to be perfect, but if you start doing it, that's what we talked about, okay? It is much better than having a perfect no action. So today I'd like to remind you, okay, that becoming your own digital marketer is not impossible. Learn to say, I'm possible. What are the I''M possible? I'm possible. You're possible. You're possible because you're magnificent. You're magnificent because you took the time to become an educator. Educators is the only profession that creates professions. That's true. And based on that, you have experience and academic achievements that has already stunted your personal growth. You don't want to acquire another degree. You don't want to go to school again. Now you want to be able to share that knowledge at a niche basis, impact people, creating a community and a tribe that's going to bring you 6 figures. And now you're going to start to grow again. but you got to learn how to share that experience, how to do it organically. I can't show you here because I got my different background, but I show you how to create, start, grow, and earn using Facebook organically. I do. So it is simple, but not easy. Simple, but not easy. Okay, it requires the very thing that I keep talking about, conviction. The number one trait all successful teacherpreneurs have is taking action. Imperfect actions are better than perfect no action. So let's recap. Okay, your superpower, which is your fear. Whatever you're afraid of, that's your superpower. It really is. Okay, and get you, okay, to the over the obstacles, all right? Which is the who, so that you can do what? Your number one trait, take action. Now, this is a 5-minute webinar, guys. Look, you can drop your hashtag live, hashtag replay, ask me the question, send it for the link, give me the PDF, whatever hashtag you want to drop it, drop a comment. Okay, but here's the thing. Take action. This pandemic 2020 year is the year that defines your future. Okay, in one of two ways. You will continue to work for someone else as a digital remote employee, or you will rise above it all and be your own boss. Excuse me. That's not foolishness talking here, guys. This is December already, the last month of the 2020 pandemic year. We've gone full swing, and now is when people are starting to really die and adhere to all the pandemic rules and lockdowns and social distancing and this and that. And people are crying about vaccines, and others are saying, I don't want that vaccine, and others are saying, whatever. This is the year, and I don't mean 2020. This is the year, 2021, 30 days, 31 days, whatever, 35 days. When the new year rings in, we're going to still be in pandemic. This is the year for you to do one of two things. You're going to either be a digital remote employee, because that's what you learn how to do this year. You realize that, oh my God, I'm a digital employee now. I got to learn how to do Zoom. Or you're going to learn how to digitally brand yourself and provide a high value, highly ethical, trusting, free lessons to your dream audience. And we show you how to do all that. Okay. So you can trust and verify, you can go someplace else. Okay. But if you trust and verify, you get full support. If you don't, nobody's going to get mad at you. Okay. Go be an employee with somebody else. Millions of people are forced, okay, to run their businesses completely different now online. Okay, working from home. That's why you got a computer. Don't depend on this, all right? If you could, computers, laptops, all that supposedly were done. We were done with it because everybody was depending on this or tablet. Go get your computer dusted off, man. Because now you're working from home. So you can organically start using Facebook and building your tribe. That means your community. Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I've been doing it since August. It's a lot of fun. Right now, any teacherpreneur, right, the main focus, you should be on sharpening the digital business skills. That's it. Knowledge and skills is all you need. We provide that for you in this community. We collaborate. Like I said, we don't compete. You compete, I kick you out. Okay? So if you know what you are doing and you're good at it, then the chips will fall in the right places as you learn to adapt and taste your business model. And if you don't, that's okay too. Look, I didn't know what I was doing when I started. I had an idea. I would say it took me a good 90 days because, look, I may be an online teacher. I teach these guys. I teach kids, man. I love it. ESL, English, Monday to Friday, Sundays to Fridays now. 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. I say this in every video. Okay, love the hell out of these kids. Really cool. All right. But I'm also a teacherpreneur. I work for myself. I have built a community where I actually take all this experience that I've had, where I actually put together my own PDF formats and files to pay it forward to you guys. Right? So now I train teachers so that you can launch your own organic educational niche channel right here on Facebook, free of charge. Okay, that means that you got to do the hard work. No paid ads. You got to do the hard work. That's what it means. Organic means you're broke, you need the money. So you're learning how to do that because you got the power, you got the drive. All right, you feel it. So you're going to build your educational channel based on your experience and academic achievements. That's not a lie, because you have experience, you have academic achievements. So you want to use that to niche it down and create a channel where your experience and knowledge, gives your superpower that confidence to roll with it. If you know what you're doing, you're just gonna knock it out of the park. So be focused, all right, and dedicated, all right. At a daily basis, nurture, your dream audience and provide your clients that much, trust. They need that. They deserve that from you. Learn to earn their trust, not just their money, their trust. You're going to create an educational channel, people need to like you, know you, like you, and trust you. If they can't know you, they can't like you, they can't trust you, go work for somebody else. This is only for those teachers who are not afraid to learn to earn and then earn over and above their trust. You become your brand. All right, your community will identify with you as soon as you're new. You will appear naturally. You will find your voice. But this is my 43rd video, and I got to tell you something. I feel very comfortable being totally unscripted. I got my keynotes. I got my bullets, because I can't remember it all. But this is totally unscripted. Nobody told me to say this. I'm saying this because this is already based on my experience. So I've been jacked up. I've taken the bumps and bruises. I know what my obstacles are. I know how to ask for help. And now, as you get all those questions rolling in your mind, roll with it. Make it part of your mantra, your mass movement. Empower your dream customers to learn and grow based on your educational niche. This is what's going to set you apart and give you a blue ocean. You don't want to be part of that bloody mess where everybody's doing the same thing and chomping at the same piece of meat on the bone. All right. Now is the time to invest in your brandable name. As you create that trust and people start to vibe with you, that's when people start like, oh, I want to know more about this person. Well, when people hear your brand name, they will want to learn more about it. So constantly adapt to what's happening in your educational niche so that you can move forward and succeed. It really becomes your daily job. But your daily job, you should be enjoying this. You should not be thinking, I'm all messed up. I'm not making $1 million. Well, you're not supposed to make $1 million until you serve 1 million people. It's just that simple. You get 1 million people, charge them $1 each, you get $1 million. But solve their problem, provide that educational niche, a service that you're so wanting to do. And stop thinking about Zoom. We got better tools than that. All right. Well, some better tools. It depends on what your niche is. All right. But look, the gears are rolling, and it started already. So with attending, the knowledge and the skills webinar, all right, to keep you ascending your value ladder, always try to think, all right, you got to align with like-minded people. You got to, all right, and eventually you got to get yourself a coach and a mentor to help you along the way to accomplish 2 things. All right, you want to accomplish 1, having accountability. You got to have accountability. If you're going to treat this like a hobby, go get a job. If you're going to be serving a community and a whole bunch of people that vibe with you and you're solving their problems and they trust you and they count on you, you got to have accountability. And number 2, when you grab a coach or a mentor, you want to, this is going to help you avoid procrastination. This is not, I'm going to skip a day. Look, I don't work on weekends. I don't do Saturday or Sunday as far as lives go. But I still attend to my community. I still answer questions. I still respond to comments. I still make posts. I still get involved. You should too. For the procrastination, because that's a way of thinking. So, procrastination is a thief of time. Don't waste your time on junk. Get productive. All right. Other than that, the online high value, highly ethical ride is yours for the taking. Go get yours. Stop waiting for somebody to give you permission. You got what it takes to do it. Go do it. You don't need my permission. But I tell you what, at the end of the day, I'm already doing it, and I'm providing you, okay, an opportunity and a break to get it done. Why? Because my mission is to train 688,000 teachers over the next 10 years to do exactly that. To launch your educational niche on Facebook organically, providing that Facebook still has this ability or opportunity for everybody, all right, so that you can earn six figures. And what does it take? All it takes is 100 students. If you can attract 100 students out of the 7.8 billion on the planet for your educational niche on a private membership, teacher membership funnel that you charge $97 a month, you do the math, $97 a month, 30 days for an educational niche program, high value, high impacting, is pennies. Do the math. 100 times 97 over 12 months, that's six figures a year. If you can do that and build trust, I guarantee you, you're going to be thanking me. You're going to be inviting me over for dinner. And I like my apple pie. This is Gabriel, ODE, Online Digital Education Mastery, Facebook community of teachers, collaborating with teachers to ascend the value ladder. I look forward to working with you. Hit me up, drop me a comment, tell me that you want to talk. And look, I am happy to go live with you anytime so that we can talk about 21st century education. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you. And this has been a 5-minute webinar. See you on Monday.